All right, so I'm gonna do a little old folks thing here tonight. Um, this is for people who think that they can't play a guitar, and maybe you're embarrassed to walk into a music store and pick out a guitar or whatever. But you probably need to have somebody, a friend or somebody that does play a guitar, or sit down with somebody in the music store and tell them what you want to play. If you want to play around a campfire, that's fine. If you want to, sit around your house and play an electric guitar like this, no matter what it is you want to play, if you want to play a guitar, you can play either or. It doesn't matter if you play electric guitar on an acoustic guitar or acoustic guitar on electric guitar. So clear that right out there. And one other thing I want to say is, before you even get started, forgive yourself for not knowing early on what time could only teach, because the truth is we can't only understand certain things after we grow, after we go through life, and after time uh, quietly teaches us what we once did not know. Okay. Now, a few other things I want to touch on tonight is, I'm not an instructor, I'm not a teacher, I'm not very even good at playing, but um, this has been, like a lifelong goal for me to play a guitar, at whatever level I can play. And if you think that you can't play, you just put the wagon in front of the horse. I've said that before. Now, there's a few things that you can get to help you uh, play a song. Okay, there's a lot of simple songs. There's a few Elvis songs that are really simple. There's a few Johnny Cash songs that are really simple. There's Neil Young songs that are really simple. There's a lot of songs that are really simple, and the chords that I'm going to show you right here tonight are going to be the first easy um, cowboy chords that you should know, you know. And I'm sorry if I got dirt on my face. I've been working my butt off today. But anyway, there's a few things that I want to show you here now. If you get an acoustic guitar, it doesn't mean you can't use one of these, because most acoustic guitars you can plug into an amp, okay? And you don't really need an amp to even use this pedal. But this pedal right here was the first pedal that I got, and it's a looper pedal. It's by Donor, and it's called the Circle Looper. And I got to tell you something. When I first started playing guitar, you can pause the video and look at that. When I first started playing guitar, trying to learn again after 40 years, I found this pedal, and this pedal does several things. This pedal will automatically get you in beat. So if you're a sloppy player or you're a beginner, like I was trying to get my act together, and I'm still trying. If this is an ongoing, thing you're going to learn with guitar, it's not something that you go to school and you learn for 10 minutes and oh, I know how to do it. It's not that easy. But this pedal right here makes everything really simple. Um, you can set this up so that it triggers the minute you play. It also will time how you're playing with the drum beat. You can change the drum beat. You can change the beats per minute tempo, okay? And you can stop and play it back. You can clear it. You can record. You can overdub. It's got a rhythm section, a loop section, and you know you could probably plug this into a set of headphones and play it into your headphones and play your guitar and loop something in here and practice with it. I haven't done that, so I don't really know, but I'm sure there's a way to do something like that. But if you don't have a lot of expensive stuff, it took me years to get everything that I've got. And the one thing you can use is you can use a Mackie mixer. All my stuff is plugged into a Mackie mixer, and I have a set of powered speakers over here, which are plugged into my Mackie mixer, and I have a pedal board down here out of sight. You can't see it. All that runs into my Mackie mixer. Okay, so it sounds a little bit elaborate, but it's not. Okay, you can go buy yourself an amp. I got a PV amp here. I got a Fender amp there. I got another Fender amp over there. I got another mixer. I got a bunch of stuff everywhere. But I mean, anyway, you can do it any way you want. Okay, this is not something that you have to do a certain way. Okay, and tonight what I'm going to do is, this is going to be like an ongoing series of I'm just going to show you the way I learned. Do you need to learn to read music? No, you do not. You absolutely do not. If you are young and you want to learn to read music, have at it. Go for it. I used to be able to read music. I can't anymore. But today, what I do read is tablature. And a lot of things on the internet are in tablature. So if you get yourself to a point where you can read the tablature and read it fast enough, you can play off of that. Okay, so no, you don't have to be able to read music. Another thing you're going to need is you're going to need something to keep a beat for yourself, and this is a beat keeper. It's a Korg. It's cheap. You can put this in your pocket. You can take it anywhere you want to go. This also has a metronome in it. You can use this. I have several loopers. Unfortunately, this one here I've grown out of, and I have a different one here, and I have another one down there that I switch back and forth from. But anyway, getting back to the music, okay? No, you do not have to be able to read music. Is it a good thing to know how to read music? Of course it is, definitely. Now, if you ever watched Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard when they wrote the song, The Whole World's Going Up in Smoke, it's about pot. Okay. If you watch that video with them guys at rehearsal, getting ready to play that song, okay, you'll see that they got chicken scratch all over the place. They got music stands, chicken scratch. You know, my suggestion is find a place in your house. Like I said before, I talked about that. Get a music stand. Obviously, if you're watching me on a YouTube, you know, make yourself a channel. So now what I'm going to do is I've already done it. I've put it into the looper pedal here. This is getting kind of long, so I want to shorten it up here for you. And this is G major, C, and D. Real simple cowboy chords. They're right here. This is a G. This is a C. And this is a D. And you probably know how to play those. Okay, so what I did was I put this into my looper down here. This is just a simple looper. It's a RC1 Boss. And I'm going to play that. And I'm going to show you something very simple to do. Okay, now your major and minor pentatonic scales, you know, this is, I'm probably going to mess this up. It comes before and after the G. And now this is the G note right here. That's G. I would suggest learning to play your pentatonics in all the positions going up the neck. Now that sounds like an awful lot, but it's not. And another thing that I also suggest is getting a tuner, guitar tuner. You need to have a guitar tuner. I don't like the ones that clamp on up here on the neck. Yeah, they're cheap, yeah, they're accurate, but I just don't like them. And for me, it's not practical because I put the guitar back in the case every night. None of my guitars hang out. I don't have a special room where the air is climate controlled or any of that stuff. I have a chromatic tuner by Boss. It's a TU3. And that's what's plugged into my whole thing here. And all I do is I get my guitar tuned and then I start doing what I want to do. But okay, now these positions. Now you can play in that position, and I'm going to play this jam track, and this is G major, C, and D, okay? And this is just going to be something for you to just try and do. You can go to the music store and you can try a guitar out and see if this works for you, okay? Now, you don't want to play the guitar like this, like playing that scale up and down. You don't want to play that because, okay, I'm going to show you, okay? Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to take pieces of that. And, you know, one thing you want to always remember is less is best. Now, in my case, I have diarrhea of the guitar, and I just go on crazy like, and I'm all over the place. But I'm going to try and get you started here with just some simple cowboy chords. And if you get yourself a looper, this is like I said, it's a Boss. It's a RC1. You can sit there and you can play the chords into this thing, and then you can play it back. All right, so you know, there you go. That's your 13-minute lesson for the night, and I thank you all for watching. I picked up an extra subscriber last night. I really appreciate that. I'll do something else. Maybe tomorrow night I'll write something out. You know, it takes a lot of dedication to play a guitar, and you got to be dedicated to it. If this is something that's been a lifelong goal for you to play a guitar, you got to put a lot into it. And you know, it's no joke. Those people you listen to and you love the music, those guys are professionals, and the reason they sound so good is you know, a lot of them have you know, they've lost everything and been on the road and away from their families. And of course, in nowadays times, things are a lot different for them, but it's still a very trying job to be on the road like that and make music like they do. And you really got to appreciate it. And if you're sitting here listening to this channel, obviously, you really have a deep appreciation for music. So guitar pickers, keep on picking, and like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, go ahead and throw a question at me. I check my my channel every day, and I look for people asking me questions. I don't usually get a whole lot because this is the first time I've actually even tried doing something like this. Okay. All right. So thanks a lot for watching.